It's that time of year, folks. The 2023 NBA draft is only 5 weeks away, and in this video, we have our first mock draft, my mock draft 1.0. So without further ado, let's get right into it. At number 1, we have the San Antonio Spurs taking the French beast Victor Wembanyama, the 7'5" center out of Met 92. Victor Wembanyama. I'm not going to speak too much about Victor because we have a whole video that we just dropped about Victor yesterday. So, Victor Wembanyama. But next up, we have the number 2 pick, Scoot Henderson, the Charlotte Hornets. This is where the draft actually starts for me. Well, not really, because I think 1, 2, and 3 are consensus in order. This is the order to go in. Number 2 will be Scoot Henderson. The Charlotte Hornets are going to take Scoot Henderson because he's the best player available. And in drafts like this, when you don't have good depth, you don't have star players. I mean, you have LaMelo Ball, but outside of LaMelo, do you really have other star players? No. So you take Scoot Henderson here, and you worry about the fit later. LaMelo 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". He can guard maybe the 1 through the 3, depending on who you match up with. Scoot can, play that 1 guard or the 2 guard if you have him. Standing at 6'2", very athletic. He's a good shot maker when the shot's falling. But when the shot's not falling, is he going to be able to impact the game in other areas? And I believe he can. He has great size. He could be a willing defender. I think Scoot has all the tools to be a great point guard in the NBA, and he wants to be one of the greatest point guards in the NBA of all time. At number, just think about everything Jabari Smith Jr. could do last year. Up it a little bit. He's a better ball handler, better shot maker, better creator, better rebounder, better passer. And mind you, I'm a big Jabari Smith Jr. guy. But this year, doing Mock Draft 1.0, this is with the film I've just watched, of watching these guys throughout the year. I haven't done no work and stuff like that. So at number 4, I have Cam Whitmore from Villanova, the 6'6" small forward. Now, Cam Whitmore, he's a very athletic player. He weighed in at about 230, 235, I believe, and he's standing at 6'6". He's a bowling ball down there, and he has a 40-inch vertical. Just check his highlights out. He's very athletic. The shot, he can hit shots, but the shot is not there completely. It's not like at the pro level. No pro level shot making. I'm pretty sure he can defend. He's a little undersized to play the 3, but the weight makes up for it. He has the plus wingspan, so he has all the tools that you would want. Number 6, we have my Orlando Magic. It's a lot of players that we could take here, but we had Amin Thompson on the board still. Sar Thompson on the board, Grady Dick's on the board. But I'm going to go with power forward from UCF, Taylor Hendricks. Taylor Hendricks is a phenomenal rim protector, and that's going to be his NBA skill that's going to translate for him. USC wasn't that good this year, but Taylor Hendricks really showed his, defensive versatility and his rim protecting ability, and he was able to hit an open jump shot. And that's one need, that's probably the biggest need the Orlando Magic has right now, and that's jump shooting. At number 7, we have the Indiana Pacers. They don't need a point guard. They just took Bennedict Mathurin, and I was looking at the bigs. They have Miles Turner, so what else could they use? And I have them taking Grady Dick, 6'7" shooting guard out of Kansas, freshman. Now, Grady Dick is a phenomenal shooter. He's a good defender, solid athletically, but is he going to be able to guard the Bradley Bills of the world, Donovan Mitchell of the world, in the Eastern Conference? I don't know. At number 8, this is a dream scenario for the Washington Wizards. Amin Thompson. They need a point guard, and he's almost perfect next to Bradley Beal. And I actually really like this fit from OTE. Now, I think these OTE guys are going to slide him and his brother because, one, the lack of competition that everybody else in the draft has. They probably have faced the weakest competition out of anybody in the draft. So I'm going to go with Amin Thompson at 8. The need for point guard is there for Washington, and this is a dream scenario for them. At number 9, we have Cason Wallace to the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz don't really have a need for anything, but I feel like Cason Wallace would probably be best fit there. They don't need a shooting guard. They have Jordan Clarkson, who's a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate. They have Lauri Markkanen. They have Walker Kessler at the 5. Maybe a 4 here, but this is a weak big man class, and the best 4, well, arguably the best 4 in the draft, Taylor Hendricks is gone. Jarace Walker gone. At number 10, we have a surprise team here. The Dallas Mavericks, traded for Kyrie. They didn't really, succeed. Not didn't really, but they didn't succeed at all. And I have them taking Jordan Hawkins, UConn sophomore. And Jordan Hawkins is a very intriguing prospect to me. The 6'5" sophomore from UConn is a shot maker. He's a bucket. He's one of those guys that, the Magic should be looking into. But I don't think he'll be there. At number 11, I have the Magic taking Asar Thompson. And I'm not sure the Magic will take one of the Thompson twins, but since Asar is the best player available, I have him going there. because you took a safe pick, a guy who could end up being a role player with Taylor Hendricks at number 6, and then you took a guy who has that star potential in Ausar Thompson at number 11. And Ausar, just like his brother, phenomenal defender, slightly better shooter, but not much because they both really can't shoot. Great size at 6'7", slightly less of a playmaker than his brother, but I think Ausar Thompson and his brother are going to be really solid NBA players. Star potential is there. I just don't know if it'll pan out. At 12, I have Oklahoma City taking Jett Howard. Now, Jett Howard is a shooter. He's a shooter, just like Jordan Poole, but better. That's his comp for me. Both Michigan guys, maybe that might be a lazy comp, but he's 6'8" and can shoot the skin off the ball. That's all I got to say about Jett Howard. That's all I've seen from him. Maybe when we do these deeper dives, then, maybe I see more in his game. But he's from Michigan, so I'm pretty sure he's worthy of a lottery pick. I'm pretty sure that shooting is going to translate to the league. He's 6'8", great size. I like him. I like the kid. At number 13, we have Anthony Black from Arkansas, point guard, shooting guard, whatever you want to place him as. He's 6'7", and I think Fred VanVleet won't return to the Toronto Raptors, so they need a replacement point guard, and Anthony Black is that point guard for me. Great defender, great size, great length. Toronto's going to be in a great spot. And to finish off the mock draft and the lottery, we have the New Orleans Pelicans taking Keyonte George. Once again, he's a point guard / shooting guard, 6'4", not as big as Black, but he's really an all-around player. He reminds me a lot of Jalen Suggs when Jalen Suggs was in college. And, we see how Jalen Suggs translated. He's a great defender, a good defender in college, but, translated to the league, phenomenal defender, one of the best guard defenders in the league. And Keyonte George has a little bit more to his game coming out than Jalen Suggs did. A slightly better jump shooter and so on and so forth, but Jalen was a better playmaker. Maybe a mock draft 2.0 will actually get comps with these guys and with the players that are picked in the lottery. But guys who didn't make the cut, Nick Smith Jr. is a guy that's off the top of my head who didn't make the cut, and Nick had injury concerns. I just didn't get a feel for him. I think Black was a significantly better player on that team than he was. Another guy, Derek Lively, a great rim protector for Duke. I don't know what the stat is, but this might be one of the first years Duke doesn't have a top 14 pick, a lottery pick. If you guys do enjoy, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. I'm Win Trimmy, and I'm out.